I'll show you how the sand is shifted up here. And it's like, so the lake used to be round, now it's like
70s. What he did was he cut down all the trees, logged them, shipped them down Lake Michigan to help rebuild the city of Chicago after the Great Chicago Fire. So what we had left over here is a bunch of smaller trees, vegetation, and shrubs. We had a series of lightning strikes and storms that set fire to all of it. When it was all done burning up, what we had left over after that is the sand that you guys see today. So I really have to thank Charles Mears. He gave me the greatest summer job.
There you go.
You guys take a look around you. These stumps are what's left over from that forest. We call it dune wood around here because it's constantly being sandblasted and wind whipped. So it gives it that sharp, jagged look that you guys can see. A little bit different than driftwood. It's more smooth and round from the water.
Come on in.
But if you guys spend enough time out here in the sun or you're heavily medicated like I am, you start to see things in the woods. Like just off to the left there, I call that one the Cyclops stump. A lot of kiddos say they see a one-eyed group there.
Wait, where?
On your right.
Her meds are a little off. If you straight ahead off to the right, if you look very closely, you might see the Statue of Liberty. There you go.
Hey, there you go.
Right here. Also off to the left here, we have a hole in one of our stumps. Some say they see the lower map of Michigan in there. Some also say they see a cat. You see the cat? Who's your doctor? Alright guys, you ready for the roller coasters?
There we go. That might be the last Statue of Liberty we end up seeing. I'll take the other one down. I see a shark.
Here a beautiful view of Lake Michigan here for you. We're on a point right now about 7 miles into Lake Michigan. They call this Little Point Sable. We have a lighthouse that signifies this point about a mile south of where we're at. But the reason they had to put a lighthouse in is there's estimated about 20 to 25 shipwrecks in this area of the water because the boats didn't know about this jut out of land that we're sitting on and the one up north in Ludington, Big Point Sable up there. If you guys were to look at a map of Michigan, we're sitting on about this base of the pinky bone right now. But for that reason, they call this the Narrows of Lake Michigan. If you guys were to go straight across from the point we're on right now, it's only about 60 miles to Sheboygan, Wisconsin. So naturally, I had to give that swim a try. I only got about 30 miles out though. It says too far. I had to come back. Lake Michigan's average depth is about 400 feet deep. Off the coast of Manistee, though, about an hour north of here, the deepest Lake Michigan gets is about 915, which is pretty good. Unfortunately, today, this is the closest we can get to Lake Michigan. Normally, we have about 100 foot of beach just beyond those trees, but because of the lake level over the past 2 years, it completely covered up our beachfront that we have. I don't know if you guys noticed on the way over here, but those little like standing pockets of water that look like little ponds or lakes. A lot of people think that's from the rain. It's not. It's from the water table of Lake Michigan. It's actually seeping up through the sand and settling in the pockets there. So we will still let you off today over by Silver Lake, one of our smallest streams. You guys have any questions before we head over to the wildlife area? No? All right, look out for the two-legged camel.